Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner. This is my 1200th episode and Doubleshot number 1094. Wow, 1200 episodes. Who knew I'd get this far with this series? A series that was one of my first series I did. And it's the only one that's still going. I mean, yeah, I did also start the very same year, 7 years ago. Besides the series, there's also the movie and novel reviews. Though the two of them, movie reviews, I haven't done videos since last year. Mainly because I decided to take a break from doing movie reviews because I did a lot for a while because I was doing a lot of review because I didn't know what series I was doing next. I think like the last series of the review I went through all the movies for was Star Trek. As for novel reviews, I think the last one I did was, I think it was Thrawn Treason was the last one. That was a while ago. But those two series only reach just over 100 episodes. This one released like so far 1,200 episodes. And originally, the series, like, if you were looked up like anything that came before July of 2017, you probably notice there's no thumbnail for these episodes. Like, one does, but the rest don't. Well, there's a reason for that. I never thought I'd put a thumbnail on them because I didn't know how to find a thumbnail. Basically, I use thumbnails now. Basically, just if the episodes look good. Basically, just whatever book I come up with. I don't have a custom designed thumbnail for this series. I never have. I've been thinking of getting one, but the thing is, I don't know how to design one. That's the honest truth of the matter. Yep. But yeah, what am I going to review for my 1200th episode? Okay, how about talking about something that came out just a couple years ago? This is Infinity Cocktone. This book collects Infinity Cocktone Prime number 1, the 5-issue miniseries, the Adam Warlock one-shot Infinity Countdown, and material from Free Comic Day 2018, Amazing Summers Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, this whole thing was basically just, this is something that was started toward the end of basically Gary Duggan's run for Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, he basically built this one really well. Got him for that. This book is mostly focused on the Guardians. Yes, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, them finding one of the... Yeah, apparently they find out that Jack's one of the Power Stones, and he's playing with a pregnant woman, though she does give birth to a baby at the end of the miniseries. Though, here's the thing. The Adam Warlock one-shot, the Prime, that's actually the first book in here. Yes. This book, believe it or not, at the time, this book picked up right where issue 150 for Guardians left off. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy, they reach 150, though. The series is basically almost getting 200 in the next couple years or so. Yeah, it's focused on Adam Warlock over here. Now, Gary Duggan writes everything in here. The Infinity Countdown Adam Warlock one-shot, that's done by Mike Aldred. His wife does the coloring. Infinity Countdown Prime is done by Mike Deodato Jr., who I think is the main artist for Infinity Wars. And Infinity Countdown is Aaron Kidler. The cover here is done by Nick Bradshaw. Yeah, he does the cover for this book. Yeah, this is his artwork. The Countdown number 1, that's done by he does first issue. Aaron Kidler also does pretty much the rest of the miniseries. He does with Mike Mahorn. And the cover, it was basically Nick Bradshaw. He does all the cover for most of this with Mary Howell. They also kind of have a loose end with, in the case of Ultron, the Ultron Hank Pym. Yeah, where they kind of unmerge them. Yeah, that was a plot that had been going on now for about 3 years at this point. They kind of fixed that. And I'm kind of glad that was actually one thing. That was something Rick Remender did, the whole Ultron Hank Pym thing. Yeah, he did it at one shot called Rage of Ultron. Yeah, that one shot. That came out in 2015. That was basically meant to be a loose tie-in promotion for the Age of Ultron movie. So, best way possible was to have Hank Pym die, apparently. Though Gary Duggan fixed that, and he also fixed the whole thing with the Red Skull. Now, the Red Skull tie up that loose thread, that was fine because no one else bothered to do it. Now, in the case of Hank Pym, undoing that I actually don't have a problem with because that was kind of a dumb idea in the first place. Though it's kind of silly also. Mm-hmm. Yep. The Infinity Countdown does kind of feature Adam Warlock, but he's not the primary figure of this thing. It's mostly the Guardians, team with the Nova Corps. Also, we have a loose end where Robbie Reyes, basically Richard Ryder, aka Nova, he finds out that his brother who was missing ever since he was brought back. Yeah, he was brought back at the end of Sean Ryan's one for Nova, which the book was relaunched and it was canceled. Yep, even though the book had already been relaunched. We had the relaunch again. Stupid Marvel. Yeah, he finds out that his brother is a raptor. Yeah, raptor. In case you don't know what the species is, here is what they look like. Now you're probably thinking, why am I showing you a trade paperback of Infinity Darkhawk? Well, because that's where the crystal comes from. Yeah, the raptors. And it was these creatures who killed Leandra. Yes, the ex-wife of Charles Xavier and the former queen of the Sheer Empire. The Sheer Empire don't really play a big role. They're supposed to think of the Guardians versus like one raptor while they're all fighting over get their hands on the Power Stone, though the events does lead into the Infinity War. This, of course, is a great set of issues. I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on Infinity Wars, which that's an interesting event in itself because that also helps set up the new Guardians book that comes right after that. Yeah, they actually ended the Guardians of the Galaxy for this crossover, which really good, Duggan. That's the reason why I did it. Okay, he didn't have a really long run in the book. His run was only like just a little over a year. All right, next up it is Mr. and Mrs. X, Volume 1, Love and Marriage. This is written by Kelly Thompson, and the cover art is done by the Dodsons. Yep. The interior artwork for most of the series, the first 5 issues of this book, it's done by Oscar Bazuya and David Lopez, issue 6. Yeah, this is not one of those Kelly Thompson books. Good book, mind you, yes. That gets cancelled after a year. Because apparently Kelly Thompson can't have nice things. Though in the case of Captain Marvel, that book is not going away anytime soon. Nope. I did hear something she's going to be doing Black Widow soon. Yes. Now, interesting little factor when it comes to this series. Now, Kelly Thompson did not know anything about the fact that the stars of the series were going to be Rogue and Gambit. She had no idea about it. And she did not know about the switcheroo that Mark Guggenheim was going to do in X-Men Gold number 30. Yeah, she definitely did think that, well, they were going to finally marry up Kitty Pryde and Colossus. Something that readers have been wanting for, at the time, since Colossus was resurrected and astonished the X-Men. People wanted this for some time, and nope. You got cold feet for it. Though surprisingly, I never heard anything about Guggenheim taking flack for it. I know Tom King got death threats over the aborted wedding of Batman and Catwoman, but not Kitty Pryde and Colossus, probably as big as that one. This whole miniseries is simply this ongoing series. Yeah, this was an ongoing series. The end of 12 issues. Now, the story for these issues is this: Gambit and Rogue are on their honeymoon in space, deal with the Shi'ar threat. They also had a debut of Xandra. Yes, Xandra. Who is this woman? Apparently, she is supposed to be Leandra's daughter. Is her father supposed to be Charles Xavier? Not really explained because this character did show up in the New Mutants series. Yeah, New Mutants by Jonathan Hickman. Yep. And also, Deadpool in these issues. Oh yeah, Deadpool's here. And yeah, this is just a fun set of issues. I love the fact they kind of reference what happened in X-Men Gold when Mystique showed up, which that was great. And of course, she gave her approval for Gambit marrying Rogue. They also remember something happened back in the last Gambit volume where Gambit became the Little King of Thieves. Yeah, this is fun. Give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, just a damn good book. Sad this book got canceled at 12 issues. Yep. What are my hands on volume 2? Yes. Definitely I would. Yeah, this is not one of those series that are part of that initiative Marvel launched after Humans vs. X-Men. This came as basically as sort of a continuation of Rogue and Gambit. And this is not one of those, basically those X titles that are part of the Regenesis stuff before the relaunch with Dawn of X. And the one thing I do love about Dawn of X, the initiative, is that Rogue and Gambit are still married. Thank you, Hickman, for keeping that. Because I was kind of worried that, because I did actually hear rumors that he was going to reboot the X-Men books. He did basically give him a fresh start in a way, but didn't undo all the continuity. I was really worried that he was going to do that, but nope. All the continuity is intact. Don't worry about that. I was really worried about that when I initially heard about it. And I think in the case of canceling this series, I think it was a mistake to cancel this book. Oh yes, definitely. It's one of those books that I kind of felt as though Marvel made a humongous mistake of canceling this book. Because it's good. It's kind of the same thing with Hawkeye. Damn good book. Despite the fact I canceled after 16 issues. Because apparently we can't have a female lead book. A lot of the time. Yeah, if it's not Miss Marvel, can't have that book be a female lead. Yeah, Miss Marvel's left alone. This I've actually launched a couple of times. But she's left alone. But God forbid we actually have other female titles at Marvel a lot of the time. Yes, up until the last several years, female titles have been a big problem at Marvel. With the exception of She-Hulk, a lot of the time they don't usually last too long. Yes, that's been a big problem at Marvel. Though they did bring back Spider-Woman. Yeah, that was a surprise. I would say the only book that's basically lasted a while besides Miss Marvel in the last several years is Captain Marvel. Yes, she still has an ongoing series despite the multiple relaunches of the book. Yep. But not much else to say about these two trades. They're both good. I give Infinity Countdown 9.5. This and Mr. and Mrs. X also 9.5. Yeah, damn good. I know this one's kind of short for a big episode like this, but not much else to talk about for this one. Yeah. And it is something I do Infinity Count of my 1200 review. That is just pure coincidence that I do a mini-series part of a really good crossover that came out a couple years ago. But Infinity Countdown helped set up Infinity Wars, which that's going to be interesting to talk about when I get a chance hands on the trade. Yep, as in the case when it comes to Volume 2 for Mr. and Mrs. X, don't know yet. It'll just depend. Yes. In case you're wondering how much these trades are, Mr. and Mrs. X is $17.99. Infinity Countdown is $29.99. Though the thing is, Infinity Wars is like $6, is like $5 more than that. No joke, it seriously is. And that's the one that's not the complete event. That's just the main mini-series. Yep, but that's it for this particular review, and that's gonna be a video today because I do not have time to do any more videos tonight. So, see you all tomorrow for a Comic Corner. Hopefully a Naruto review. Yeah, I didn't have time to finish Naruto today because I have something else going on tonight. And a review for ReZero. Yep, expect that tomorrow, okay? See you in the video. Bye.